started getting some jello that got increasingly worse. So I immediately turned around and started flying back, and then drone fell out of the sky. We have arrived here in Sedona. Kind of got here in the afternoon, but it was just overcast and kind of like depressing looking. So I just did a bunch of food prep. But of course now it's starting to clear up, and I have a feeling it's going to be a pretty good sunset. I did some quick drone stuff over where we originally were, and we came out here to Fake Canyon Trailhead, where the Fake Canyon Arch hike is. It's the shortest hike that I researched. That's why I chose this for sunset, which is about an hour. So it's an hour round trip, so half an hour to get there. And just everywhere you look here is pretty awesome, and it's not a national park, so I guess you can fly your drone everywhere, and it looks pretty fucking awesome. So let's get on this hike. We are at the beginning of Long Canyon Trailhead. We actually just tried to get a little sleep in at some spot that I found on Overlander, and there were a bunch of other RVs and camper vans parked there. And then, of course, an hour into the siesta, cops came and broke up the party. The plan is to hike over to the Birthing Canyon, which is this canyon shaped like as if you were looking from the inside of a birth canal, apparently. And you can get a cool shot of the Milky Way. I checked it on PhotoPills, and it lines up between 1 and 3 a.m. I'm here at Cathedral Rock, pictured behind me. Just kind of wandering around, not at the beginning of the trail, probably about halfway through, looking for compositions, because obviously from the rock itself, even though that's a popular hike, that you get the view from the vista here, is not really much to photograph, I would think, except for the view, obviously. So looking for interesting compositions along the way. Then I'm going to run back down, get the FPV drone, do a few rips. Might be able to do from the parking lot. Might have to hike up to this section over here, but it's really awesome desert kind of red rock scenes. Just after sunset, we are here at Bell Rock. I think it's Bell Rock, and what was the other one called? Courthouse. I think it was Courthouse something. It's a cool little forest area here too, the Coconino Forest. We did sunset at the other end of Bell Rock. Quick little FPV flight, long range kind of stuff. It was at least 1 kilometer away, so 2 miles. Zip down here because it's a very clear night, and so that means it's great for Milky Way photography, and I am shooting some blue plates for the Milky Way to composite in the Milky Way. So it's just about using the PhotoPills app to see where the Milky Way is going to line up. It's going to be perfect on Bell Rock, and then at the courthouse rock or whatever it's called. So we'll be back here around 1:30, 2 a.m. We have just hiked up Cathedral Rock. Just checking out this view here. It looks pretty nice because it's framed by this cliff face on the left and the one on the right. Time lapse going this way, sort of panning. We're gonna see what's going on with the view on the other side, which seems to be the main point of focus. And as soon as the sun actually peaks, then we're gonna do some drone stuff. So there's this spire, or rather a ridge, that it's just caught my eye, just caught my eye driving around. What caught my eye about this ridge is that it's a nice long ridge going downwards, like one of the condos in Sunny Isles. And I looked up the name, and it is called, wait for it, the Acropolis. So we're here to ridge ride, FPV dive the Acropolis. It's a little bit of a hike. So after the first drone flight, I did a nice ridge dive through the canyon. I was going in for a second one and started getting some jello. I got increasingly worse. So I immediately turned around and started flying back, and then drone fell out of the sky. Could be something as simple as a loose prop, or could be one of the motors failed. I sort of have an idea from the playback on the goggle feed, and I'm making my way there. I have the beeper on. I still have telemetry and radio signal. So hopefully there's a chance. There she is, beeping for help. I got you. Rescued. The good thing is I recovered the drone, and the beeper of course worked. I couldn't hear it from all the way down there, but as soon as I started getting closer, and I also watched the goggle feed, as I mentioned, to see where I went down, and it was kind of like in this little part where the rocks meet. And yeah, well, lucky again that I didn't crash all the way up there, because it would be probably irrecoverable. It's gonna be hell making it back. I'm gonna follow the river because it's been really scraggly and spiky, and the brush, and I'm just all cut up, and but I had to recover the drone. I got at least one good epic dive. Gonna test the drone, fix it, but gonna start heading back to the van. Glad to have the drone back, and it's just part of the game.